Hello and welcome back to Sharing a Chapter a Day. This is Do, Ra, me, and today I will be reading Chapter 53 of Engagement in Peril by Dara Odoe Sok. Chapter 53 is titled Living Quarters. I was living on base for the first few years there in San Diego, and Balboa Park was across the street from the Naval Medical Center. I would go to the San Diego Zoo for free whenever I showed up in my sailor uniform. It was part of their promotions to get people and to patron the zoo and park there. Active duty personnel in their uniform gets to go into the zoo for free. On several occasions during my A school experience there, I and a few other sailors visited the school and just hung out. Visit the zoo and just hung out, looking at zoo animals, whatnot. We were smart. We brought in an extra change of clothes, of civilian clothes, and once we got into the zoo for free, we would change and just walk about the zoo in our civilian clothes and enjoy the rest of the day without having to sweat into our uniform. Now, downtown San Diego was several miles away, and I would go downtown to Horton Plaza to watch movies and shop whenever I felt like it. I didn't really hang around much people when I was first arrived at the Naval Center. I kept pretty much to myself. I had bought a bike or so, and I could go shopping at 32nd Street Naval Station at the commissary for various food items and goods. The ride to the Navy commissary was a good 40 minutes by bike, but it was worth the ride. I shopped for groceries and gadgets at discounted prices with no tax on the purchased item. I would bike all over San Diego, exploring her ins and outs, going up and down valleys and hillsides. Besides riding my bike all over town, I also used the city buses and trolley for my daily routine and outings and commute. One time on my free time from Navy business and duties, I managed to make time to visit my mother and sibling. During my stay in Long Beach, I visited Poly High School and went to my Russian class in my working blues uniform and saw my lovely angel, Beverly. I was shy at first to face her. I still had this thing for her that was so deep and so hard. I guess by now she knew how I really felt about her. I had written several times to the Russian teacher from boot camp for her to let Beverly know that I really, really, really liked her. That day, I was able to spend time with Beverly. Being there with her, seemed so warm and fantastic for me. Beverly made the first move, and she approached me and said in her sweetest voice, "Hi, Dara." And she gave me a hug. To my surprise, this girl gave me a hug. I didn't know what to do then. I wanted so bad to squeeze her, squeeze the life out of her, like at the end of the world was coming. But I couldn't. I just stood there frozen and hardly said a word. Stood all from her sudden hug. Thinking back now, I should have embraced Beverly and squeezed the love out of her. I love her that much then. I returned her warm embrace with a slight embrace of her, my arms around her then. I shouldn't have let her go. I was so surprised of her sudden nice gesture, and I lost all thoughts and forgot what I was supposed to do with her then. I just hung out in the class staring at her and fantasizing what could have been and what should have been if I had the testicle to tell then that I really liked her. I was so hopeless and so eager that day, but I just couldn't get my heart to tell my brain, to tell my mouth to utter those three words that I have so longed to tell her then, which was, "I love you. I love you, Beverly." We smiled and looked at each other at various times throughout the period, and once the class dismissed, the bell rang. Beverly had to go on to her next class. So we said our goodbye, and that was it. And that was it for my close moment, Beverly. I'm over her now, I guess. I sometimes wonder what became of her, the girl that I so long to have and hold for myself. Take care, Beverly. I will never forget you. And thanks for the one precious moment you have given and shared with me then. May the good Lord bless you forevermore. Thank you for listening. This is the end of chapter 53. Be on the lookout for chapter 54, titled Foreskin Removal Wager. This is Do, Ra, me, and I'll see you later. Thank you.